local severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
That'll have to do. Finally getting it working. Alright, 1 second. 1 second here.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Yeah, that. 1 second, guys. Oh, it's always gonna be software issues. There goes the chat.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Come on. We got a lot going on around Omaha. Let's take this stuff off right now. Let's take the outlooks off so we can see where we are, and let me try to get everything working. Sorry guys, OBS has just been a piece of crap software lately. Software everyone uses, but it's been really bad lately, and every time I try to go live, it just crashes all my systems, and I have to retry to go live about 20 times. The 20th time it usually goes. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with that, but that once again is the delay. We'll get started here in a second. I do really quickly want to point out Omaha. We got some severe thunderstorms out here. 70 mile per hour radar indicated winds, almost 2-inch hail radar indicated.
Warning.
Up and down these storms here. Nothing too dangerous, but definitely could cause a little bit of damage out here. So we're gonna want to be watching these closely. Let's go on our radar here so I can actually switch into velocity. No dangerous rotation in here right now, so that's good. But we'll keep watching that. Lots of bad weather moving through the Omaha region right now to the northern portion, but that's going to spread. Some strong to severe thunderstorms rolling through western Kansas. This is expected to intensify, move off to the south-southeast or east-southeast. And these storms near Omaha look like they're moving off to the east right now, but they'll start moving south in a little bit here, I believe. So we've got a little bit of weird shear going on here. But that's what we got going on. Lots of different severe thunderstorms. Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Texas right now. Wisconsin, Oklahoma, you'll probably have some soon. So pretty widespread severe weather threat today. Potential severe weather outbreak tonight. Let me pull up my other chat. Give me a second. I wasn't fully prepared. I knew my live wasn't really working, so I had to kind of rush on. So now I gotta fix some things. Give me a second. We'll just do this. Yeah, we'll make that separate. We'll go into here. Okay. There it is. And we'll extend this out. All right, almost got it, guys. Okay. Should be good to go. What's going on, Brandon? Kyle? Purple Fairy. What's going on, Leanne? Meteorologists are saying it's a matter of time till a watch is issued. Yeah. Let's for people who don't know, lots of severe weather to watch tonight. Another updated severe thunderstorm warning just to the north of Omaha. We had a little bit of an overperformer today out here in eastern Kentucky, portions of Ohio and West Virginia. This is, I mean, one of the major concerns tonight. We have a 5% tour risk out here. We do still have this 2% tour risk in and around Omaha. Surprised we didn't get an upgrade to an enhanced, at least in this sector here, but We'll see how this plays out. Let's see. Sadie. The storm in Central Kentucky caught a house on fire near me. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I saw that earlier. I've been working.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
You guys can hear my updates, right? I got up at 5:30, been working since 5:30 a.m. until now, and now I'm streaming, so I've just been so busy.
Has been updated.
You can hear it? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. You know, look, so a lot of times we see the worst kind of weather at around this time. Well, we're actually expecting this to intensify. There's your, on the side of the screen or below me, you can turn your phone sideways if you're on TikTok. There is your Cat 4. I think it still is a Cat 4 hurricane, Gabrielle. Jasmine and Morgan, appreciate you. How's Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh's good. This is not going to be severe. Lots of torrential downpours, though, are about to move through. Severe chances are letting up out there. We're really concerned with some damaging wind events out here, some potential tornadoes and large hail as well. We're actually seeing some severe storms down here in this general thunderstorm area that we weren't expecting. This is the main area of concern for me as this night progresses, but there are some models that do show some very, very strong. Some of these storms getting very, very strong here. We can take a live look at the atmosphere and see what's actually going on here in just a second. We should actually do that now. I want to see.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
So here's what's going on. Let's take a look at some of our parameters right now so we can see how
New
bad
information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
this could be. Omaha. I'm going to zoom into Omaha right now on the side screen just because we have a lot of severe thunderstorms moving into around Omaha. Des Moines, we have some strong to severe thunderstorms that are moving down to the south towards you as well. But I'm going to keep Omaha in here right now. Actually, I mean, can we see the states if I'm out here? I'll keep this in Omaha for now. Here we go. So let's take a look at some things. SIGTOR potential. Yeah, we're above the 1.0 SIGTOR out here. Omaha right now. SIGTOR potential, southwestern Kansas, all the way out through into eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. Clearly there. Let's take a look at our violent tornado parameter. Violent tornado parameter, western Kansas, western Oklahoma, southwestern Oklahoma, eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas. We do have some violent tornado parameters in and around Omaha as well. You guys can see right in here. So let's take a look at some of our. Let's take a look at our surface cape. Yeah, we're pushing 4,000 surface cape from Omaha all the way down through Oklahoma City. So plenty of instability in the atmosphere right now. Lifted index is high. Lifted index. I want to look at, where am I here? Helicity. Let's look at helicity. Surface to 1 kilometer. Around 100. Okay, so yeah, our main surface helicity is down there in western Oklahoma right now, northeastern panhandle of Texas. Let's look at effective helicity. Nothing off the charts. A little bit concerning down here, though, for some violent rotation, for sure. You could still get something up here, as I said, in eastern Nebraska, central to western Iowa as well. Mid-level lapse rates are pretty decent through eastern Nebraska, western Iowa at around a 7, 8 plus here. Really decent lapse rates here. South central Kansas, north central Oklahoma. Plenty of severe parameters here. I do want to take a look at our 850 jet. Let's take a look here. So you can see this is good if you're up in Omaha. We don't have as much low-level shear apparent up here. You can see it out here in western Kansas, the panhandle of Texas, and out here in western Oklahoma right now, we've got a decent jet trying to push in here. So this is why we have that 5%, because this low-level wind shear is pushing off to the east. Our 850 millibar jet's pushing off to the east out towards central Oklahoma. So we have a 5% tour out there for that reason. We can see a decent jet down here as well in our 950 millibar. Let me just take a look at a few more things really quick. This is kind of the best look that we have of the current atmosphere. I want to take a look at supercell composites as well. That's not my supercell composite. Here we go. Yeah, decent around eastern Nebraska, Iowa. Same areas. Okay, let's get off this. And let's get back over to weather-wise. So the issue, I mean, my main concern right now is still currently this area as we move forward in time for strong tornadoes.
A new severe
damaging wind
has been issued.
Damaging wind and large hail is still possible up here. The jet's not really, you don't have a ton of surface shear up here at the moment. At least it doesn't look like it.
New severe thunderstorm
when we take a look at our mesoscale analysis, our current mesoscale analysis. So hoping that stays like that and we don't have to worry about too much of a tornado threat up here. That is why you have the 2% here, but you have a 5% down here. There's still enough here for a tornado or two to touch down, or 3. So clearly there's a ton of instability.
Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We currently have 14 severe thunderstorm warnings, and these will grow. They will grow. All right. Is Syracuse, Kansas gonna get hit tonight? I don't know where Syracuse, Kansas is. You're gonna have to tell me southeast, east, northeast, north central, central, south central, southwest. Our main concern area in Kansas is kind of this region. Not that you can't get severe weather out here. You can. Yes, active warnings are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. North central Kansas. North central Kansas could see some bad weather tonight. A little bit more concerned about central to southern Kansas, though. Enid, I know where that is right there. Enid is going to have to watch out today. Are you guys in that 5% tour? You may be. Enid is in that 5% tour tonight. Please have a way to get weather alerts. What will Ohio look like this week? Well, right now I'm just focusing on our severe weather for today. The next few days we've got, obviously you know where our severe weather is today, right? Our severe weather shifts a little bit farther to the south tomorrow. I mean, I'll show you this really quickly on the composite or on the categorical outlook. Here's today. Here's tomorrow. General thunderstorms over Ohio. Again, another day possible for an enhanced. We didn't get one today, although a little surprised. We're seeing a lot of action already. Possible enhanced, but we do have a large slight. The slight and marginal has expanded. A little bit of a marginal out here through DC, Philly, Baltimore. And then getting into day 3, this marginal extends up to the north. This could end up extending up farther into Ohio, and then we could get a slight in here. I'd expect a slight in here, and maybe a little bit more of an extension of this marginal risk. As we get into Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll watch and see if this wants to push up shore. I mean, we've got a low pressure moving across. It's just shifting our weather out to the east. Let me pause this right now and just go over if we have any considerable... some of our considerable thunderstorm warnings right now. Ping pong ball size. That's so hard to say. Ping pong ball size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds.
New information. This severe
that's out there
has been
in and
updated.
around Nebraska, or in and around Omaha out here. 70-mile-per-hour radar indicated winds. So Wahoo, that's headed out east towards Utan and Gretna, Nebraska. Again, these are none of these are considerable damage threat thunderstorms yet, but we could see that change. We have a lot of 1.5 to close to 2-inch hail, and we have golf ball size hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds right here. This is new, or this has been updated. So this now is a considerable damage threat thunderstorm moving through Wahoo right now out to the east.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Let's continue to look where our most dangerous thunderstorms are right now. We do have some flash flood warnings out in Kansas, Indiana, Nebraska. So make sure you know if you're in any of these flash flood warnings. I don't want them. Yeah, I can add those back actually on. Let me put this here. Yeah, flash flood warning right there to the north of Scott City, Kansas.
Warning has been issued.
2-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Where's this one? This is up here in kind of northwestern Nebraska, moving to the southeast. I don't see any cities out here, but large hail. Very large hail out here. So far up to the north of Hyannis and Mullen. Again, right now, though, no tornado warnings down, which is good. We have 1 or 2 considerable damage threat thunderstorms, but still not. We have 70-mile-per-hour radar indicated winds, 2-inch hail that's in the middle of nowhere. We've got bad thunderstorms right now. I would call these strong thunderstorms everywhere. Nothing crazy severe right now that I'm overly concerned. Again, instability looks to increase. Shear looks to increase as the night goes on. So we could run into some issues, and I'd expect to see things go downhill for a little bit before they get better. Still at this point. B, what's going on? Marissa, Dano, Clovis, New Mexico. You guys are looking good out there today. Just got some rain showers. This is going to be moving out. You've got rain, cooled air now. You shouldn't have to worry about severe weather the rest of the night. Maybe a little bit of flooding. Southwestern states don't take any rainfall too well, but I think you guys are looking pretty good for the rest of the night. Pensacola anytime soon. Are we talking Pensacola, Florida? Pensacola, Florida. We don't even see, I mean, yeah, you guys are, let's look at our 72-hour outlook. Rainfall wise. Not much rainfall in the next 72 hours. Looks like we could get some decent rainfall moving into the panhandle of Florida, though. Thursday, Friday this week. Maybe Wednesday to Friday this week. Looking okay tomorrow. Looking okay most of Wednesday. I think as we get into Thursday, you guys will get a little bit of rainfall out there. Some severe, you may have a little bit of a marginal risk out there as well on Wednesday. Pensacola. For strong to severe thunderstorms. Claremore, Oklahoma. All right, you guys are going to make me look this stuff up, huh? Claremore, Oklahoma. So all you have to do is say northeastern Oklahoma, because this area I can forecast for. It's much quicker, so then I don't have to look up each city name.
Thunderstorm warning
or actually, I probably would have just said Tulsa, because Claremore and Tulsa have the same exact forecast right now. We're watching you guys tonight. Are you in that? We'll check. Are you in that 5% TOR risk? Not that it matters. Even if you're on the edge of the TOR risk, it doesn't really matter. You guys are in that 5% TOR risk, Claremore. Again, you know, if you're on the edges of this 2%, I'd consider yourself in it. If you're on the edges of this 5%, I'd consider yourself in it. These are just kind of guidelines, but we see tornadoes outside of tornado risk zones, severe thunderstorms outside of severe risk zones all the time. So don't just say, "Ooh, I'm a mile outside of tornado risk zone. Impossible for me to get a tornado tonight." You still got to be aware. Less likely for you to maybe, but you still can get those out there. Lincoln, Nebraska. What's going on with this? Here, let me do this. Well, look, our main area of concern out here is eastern, so Lincoln. Have weather alerts on tonight. Like I said, I expect this to go downhill a little bit before it gets better. Strong little QLCS band right now, moving down to the south, stretching from Jefferson, Des Moines, Iowa, all the way out east towards into northwestern Illinois, southwestern Wisconsin. Nothing severe in that, at least not that the SPC is labeling currently. I do want to take a look at a couple of velocities on here and see if we can see any rotation in any of this. Let's get rid of our composite. Sometimes we get rotation in these storms that isn't noted. So let's see, a little bit of a potential couplet right here, just to the north of Scott City, moving out to the east northeast. I'm gonna say 20 miles per hour. I'm probably wrong on this one. Actually, I don't have confidence in that. 25 miles per hour. So that's something to watch. I think we could get a tornado warning out here just to the north of Scott City. It's moving away from Scott City, but I'd say what is that? Gove, Oh my god, I want to say Cove City. Make sure you have weather alerts. I'll make sure you're paying attention. Not loving the shape of this. This looks like a clean inflow here, moving through Sharon Springs out to the east. This is in western. We're gonna go over all these areas, guys. This is in western Kansas. Let's take a quick look at our velocity, and there it is. There's a little bit of a couplet there, and some actually pretty intense area of winds, unless this is just distortion, which it might be. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in there potentially. But this looks like we could get a tour out of this, moving to the east towards Wallace, Russell Springs, again to the north of Scott City. Another tour potential up there, just based on our velocities. A little bit of shear, not too bad. Not too much rotation out here in western Oklahoma, at least on this velocity radar. But again, we're seeing a little bit of rotation in those cells out in western Kansas. So those will be moving to the east, southeast for the most part. They're just kind of still meandering a little bit to the north, but that'll likely stop as we move forward in time. Velocities out here, not seeing any couplets, which is good, but we are seeing strong winds. Here you go, right in there. Just to the east. Let's actually put this into motion with the velocity. Some strong winds beginning to push in towards Waterloo, Utan, Gretna. I don't know Omaha very well, but people out in Omaha probably know those areas. Let's go back to velocities. Yeah, so, you know, I'd expect some strong winds potentially in the next hour to hour and a half to be entering Omaha, maybe a little bit earlier.
This severe
how fast are these storms moving at? 15 miles per hour. Yeah, pretty slow. Hour and a half. Pretty slow. St. Louis, looking pretty good tonight. Look, oh, I didn't realize, guys, they have that 5% tour already for tomorrow. That's interesting. St. Louis, general thunderstorms tomorrow, and then on Wednesday you're looking good too. St. Louis not looking too bad. A little bit of thunderstorms the next couple of days isn't expected to be severe. Things can change rapidly though, so make sure you stay updated. Tulsa. Appreciate the 6 people who follow me. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, I make videos every single day with all of the weather updates you need to know. Tropics, severe weather, snow, anything that's going on in the States. Sometimes abroad, we're talking about the weather. I stream 5 days a week, and we have an awesome Discord team. We have an awesome mod team, and yeah, I appreciate the follows. Nikki216, I appreciate you. Let me keep answering questions. Can you check northern Oklahoma above Stillwater? Look, northern Oklahoma, as I've been saying, I mean, pretty much all of northern Oklahoma, from halfway across the panhandle all the way out to the eastern Oklahoma, 2 to 5% tour risk. If you're to the north of Stillwater, definitely have weather alerts on today. You are in a 5% tour risk, so that's that 2 out of 5 threat there. So I'd expect to see tornadoes in this region today or tonight. Hoping we don't get. I don't think we're gonna get really any long tracks. Could get 1 or 2 strong ones. You know, I don't say that to scare anyone, you know, but typically when you have these types of setups, you're going to get a few you're going to get a couple. You know, hopefully we just get EF0, EF1s, nothing significant to talk about. Those aren't going to tear up any homes. They're just going to do a little roof damage, knock down some tree limbs. Hopefully that's all we see tonight, and that might be all we see. But there's an elevated chance. It's not your typical 2%. It's a 5%. And we know we have a lot of surface cape here. We know we have a decent low-level jet moving in. The atmosphere is primed to potentially put down a couple of strong tornadoes, so that's why we're on. Mods, I appreciate you keeping stream updated. Yeah, someone asked about a winter outlook video. I did post a winter outlook video. Listen, you guys want to know what's supposed to happen this winter? This region is supposed to be well below average temperature-wise, snow-wise. That's kind of this. Okay, snow and cold, right? We're in a weak La Nina. We have a warm MPO amplified. These are the question mark areas. How much snow and cold do you receive there? There you go. There's my summary. You can watch my winter forecast, winter outlook though on my page. Weak La Ninas, your jet stream moves to the north, and you can typically see some extremely below average winters for portions of the Midwest, upper Midwest, northern plains. Omaha is right on the border there. Omaha could have a very snowy and cold winter. Our jet stream's going to set up right to the north of Omaha this winter or right to the south. I think because we have an amplified, a warm NPO, it's going to set up right to the south of Omaha. You're going to have a stronger dip in the jet stream this winter, meaning I'd expect, if I had to, right, if someone like made me answer, I'd expect Omaha to see above average snow and below average temperatures this winter. But it's really, it's a battleground area. You got to see where the jet stream sets up. Anyways, no one is cooked. Correct. No one is cooked. Nikki, I appreciate you. Salina, Kansas. Where are you at? Oh, I saw it pretty quickly. Salina, Kansas. You're not in the tour risk. You could see some, not impossible to get a tornado out there tonight. Although you've got a little bit of moisture up in the air, you're going to be getting a rain-cooled atmosphere here as these systems move in. So as these thunderstorms move in. So right now with what the weather's doing above you, let's take a look at the satellite. Yeah, with what the weather's doing above you, I think you're gonna be okay. Let's go to mid-level water vapor. Yeah, I mean we've already got a lot of water vapor over Salina here, so I think you guys are gonna be okay. These areas that are dry out ahead of these systems, okay, I'm just going to highlight the areas of concern. You see this dry air here? See this dry air? This is becoming more unstable by the minute. This, where you see, let me turn actually off the composite. Where you see this green, this air is becoming more stable. Mid-level moisture is pretty good telltale sign of what our lapse rates are going to be looking like, and our lapse rates are going to be pretty significant up through portions of Oklahoma here and south central Kansas. Worried about this area.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
New severe thunderstorm warning. All right, let's see if we have any more considerable damage threat thunderstorms. Inch hail, 6 mile per hour inch hail. Okay, these are all pretty. I mean, look, they're strong thunderstorms, but they're not majorly severe. I'm trying to make sure that we highlight anything that starts to look very, very significant out here. Tons of strong thunderstorms in and around Omaha with about inch to inch and a half hail. Again, nothing I'm too overly concerned about. I would still make sure you're not outside. I would not want to be outside in that stuff. Hooker, Oklahoma, these cloud tops are getting pretty big. We're gonna have to watch that. Could get some big hail out here in a little bit. Again, to the north of Scott City, a little bit concerning. Got a little bit of rotation out here, couplet type look right in here to the north of Scott City. And then, let's take that off. And then out here too as well, Sharon Springs. We got a little bit of rotation out here, so we'll see. Nothing, no tours down at the moment though. Yes. I agree, Purple. Plan before the storm. Charge devices, get cash meds, pets, and yourself ready. This is good advice as we move into fall severe weather season. Notice we have 3 straight days of slight severe weather, categorical severe weather from the SBC, and we could even get an enhanced in there. Everyone thinks, everyone knows about tornado season, spring season, severe spring. We have a fall severe season as well. It's typically not as crazy as spring, but some falls have been. We can get a very, very bad fall severe weather season, especially with the Enzo that we're in right now, in a neutral entering a weak La Nina. So we're going to see more of these days moving forward. We also have a lot going on in the tropics down here that we really have to watch. I don't want to pull away from this for too long, but I do quickly want to note what is going on in the tropics because I think it's extremely important because it's getting a little spicy out there. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. We have a lot of ensembles currently bringing. This is Google DeepMind, and it's a newer next-gen model that people are giving a lot of praise. We'll see how good it does, but I'm getting a little concerned for the East Coast there. We have to pay attention to the East Coast here as we move forward in time. That's the FN V3. Let's go into the Gen C. Well, yeah, we'll go into here, not look at the 18Z. Again, this is another concerning look. Google DeepMind wanting to bring. Yeah, we don't want any Cat 2 hurricane slamming into the Mid-Atlantic or New England. So, but again, we're getting some concerning landfall looks out here. So, anyways, tropics are picking up a little bit. So is fall severe weather season. So something to watch out for. Really quickly on here, if we did take a look at the latest GFS run, we're going to get back to severe weather. Latest GFS run, luckily, well, we'll see. That's the 18Z. Does take that storm that's looking like it wanted to make a landfall and throws it out to the Atlantic.
Has been updated.
The 12Z likes it making landfall in North Carolina before getting thrown out into the Atlantic, and the 12Z also likes 2 more systems spawning behind it. So interesting stuff to watch in the coming weeks. End of October, end of September, beginning of October. Tropics are going to get hot. They're going to get hot. All right, let's get back to severe weather. There's our Category 4 hurricane right below me, Gabrielle. Out in the Atlantic. Bro, if Karen is a major hurricane, we know why. Facts. Can you check northern Oklahoma? Oh, yeah, we checked that. Yeah. Yeah, pay attention when mods answer questions, guys. Questions. By the way, guys, I think I'm gonna have two training videos out on Wednesday. I am gonna have one out. I think I'll have 2 out though, so we can have nice, short, quick vids. Go over all the important stuff. Thoughts on winter this year? I think it's going to be a very below average start to the winter, temperature-wise. November, December, January. I think as we get into mid-February, we're gonna have a warm second half of winter. We could see some record cold temperatures set up in the northern plains, upper Midwest, potentially even portions of Michigan, northern Ohio, northern Indiana. I think we could have some, areas I'd expect above average snowfall. Listen, we could have above average snowfall anywhere in this region here. I do think with a warm MPO, amplified weak La Nina trough, we're going to have 1 or 2 chances this winter for a nor'easter that we haven't seen in a long time. Because if you get that trough digging down far enough into the south, it picks up that Gulf form air. We saw that last winter, but it just dumped down here. We struggled to even get into a weak La Nina. We were really Enzo neutral last year, but the weak La Nina, I think that's going to ride up the coast. So that's my thoughts on winter. Areas that might not be as wintry. Southeast doesn't do great in a weak La Nina. It doesn't mean you can't get some cold days or some snow, but less likely. Southwest struggles a little bit as well. And then it's a big question mark up here in the Pacific Northwest. Does that jet stream want to stay to your north, or does it want to poke through Oregon and Washington? So that's going to be a little bit confusing. Average temperatures, average snow, below average, or I don't know. Rockies average. That's it for now. I'm going to release another updated winter outlook with we've got a lot of new information. There's our global temperatures right now are the coolest they've been in 4 years. We have the most ice up in the Arctic that we've had in 9 years. We have more snow up in Russia, Siberia, portions of the Arctic that we've had in plenty of the years past. There's more ice on the planet. There's a much warmer MPO. There's a lot of things pointing towards a much more very wintry winter this year for the lower 48. A lot of people below average temperatures, and some people maybe with some big snow. So that's good if you like winter. Does depend where you are, though. Yeah, no problem. All right, let me take a double check on these storms. Nothing considerable at the moment. So we're looking pretty good. We'll watch these storms moving through Omaha. We do have a lot of thunderstorms moving through Iowa, but nothing severe right now. Milwaukee does have some strong to severe thunderstorms moving through. Inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour radar indicated winds. Nothing too bad. A lot of moisture pushing up through the Ohio Valley up to the northeast, so be careful. A little bit of flash flooding is always possible when you have this much moisture. Do we have any flash flooding issues up there currently? Let me take a look. Any flash flood warnings? We've got Kansas and Indiana flash flood warning out there. Southeastern Indiana, just to the northeast of Louisville. But for the most part, we're looking pretty good right now. Omaha, Nebraska, we have lots of strong. We have 5 severe thunderstorms just to your west and to your north. None of which are too considerable. Your typical 60-mile-per-hour, inch to inch and a half hail. As long as you're inside, you'll be fine. Not seeing any rotation in any of these cells, which is good. But yeah, you know, you don't have a low level jet. You don't have a ton of shear up here right now in your it's a shear issue up here, not a ton of helicity either. So I'm not, you know, you're in a 2% tour. It's going to be hard to get a tour up here. Still looking pretty safe in Omaha. You're probably going to hear get a little bit of gusty conditions, thunder and lightning soon, but nothing that's looking too dangerous. I want to take a look down here again at our velocity. Again, this looks like it's trying to put a tornado down there to the north of Scott City. Hard to tell though. Oh, 1 second. Lincoln, Nebraska. You guys are looking all right now. Again, though, these storms are doing weird things. They're like moving off to the east-southeast right now. We do think that these storms are eventually going to shift and start moving to the south towards Bellevue and Lincoln, Nebraska City. So still a long way to go tonight, guys. So don't say, oh, okay, tonight's over, and then not have your alerts on. Fall asleep with your alerts on. Have a way to get weather alerts tonight. Typically, you can just look it up. I forget how to do it. You can type in on Google how to turn weather alerts on iPhone. You literally can do it in your settings. And if you get like a tornado warning in the middle of the night, your phone, even if it's on silent, it does like what it does for a what's it called when someone's kidnaps someone? Oh my God, why am I having this brain? Amber alert, thank you. Holy crap, I've gotten a million of those in my life and I couldn't remember the word. Thank you, chat. I can remember most meteorological terms, but not that. It does like what an Amber alert does. It doesn't care if your phone's on silent or not. It'll blare. You can look it up how to turn weather alerts on an iPhone. Always good to know how to do that. I mean, I have them permanently on. I have them permanently on. Because if I get put in a tornado, it won't do it for like a watch or severe thunderstorm warning. It'll do it for a tornado warning, meaning there's potentially a tornado on the ground. And it will do it for for any sort of like catastrophic threat, severe thunderstorm warning. You know, your 80+ mile per hour winds, 3-4 inch hail. It'll do it for stuff like that. It will not do it for like severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado watches. So you don't have to worry about like some bad thunderstorms moving over you and your phone's. It's not gonna do that. It's only gonna do it when it thinks you're actually, you know, really in harm's way. I've only heard one twice this year in my areas. Ty, Laddie, what is poppin'? What's going on, Laddie? Yes, emergency wireless alerts. Yep. Memphis, Olive Branch area. Talking about Tennessee. Tennessee. We're gonna have some severe weather moving out to Memphis. Is almost in a slight risk for tomorrow. So between tomorrow, Memphis is going to be in a severe thunderstorm risk tomorrow and on Wednesday. So definitely stay alert. Tonight, though, tonight you're looking okay. Tonight you're looking okay. Tomorrow and Wednesday is going to be your days. You're going to want to pay a little bit more attention. Can I check Tyler, Minnesota? Well, there's not much going on up in Minnesota at all right now. It's kind of quiet. You guys are quiet right now. How long this storm will end? How long will this stuff be going on? We're going to see the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms capable of producing damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes, potentially all the way through until 3 a.m. It's possible tonight. Another 4 hours. 5 hours. Here we go. We're starting to get a bunch more severe thunderstorm warnings popping up in western Kansas. Omaha still looking pretty good. Lots of thunderstorms to the north and to the west of the city. People actually like in Omaha Metro now are probably like, there's nothing going on. It's light rain. Got a lot of thunderstorms to your north, a lot of thunderstorms to your west. Although I'm assuming, I haven't been up to Omaha or I haven't even been to Nebraska. I'm assuming it's just all flat out here. And if you look out to the west from Omaha, you can see the thunder and lightning, and to the north. North Florida, we're going to have to watch out as we get into, I believe, Wednesday. We're going to have a marginal, or Thursday, we're going to have a marginal potentially sliding out a little bit farther east. But really, next few days, general thunderstorm warnings. Florida's in, most of Florida's in a general thunderstorm warning every day because it's a freaking peninsula in the subtropics. So, but you guys are good. You guys are good for most of the week. I'm not seeing much of a severe threat there. Unless it's late in the week, but we'll see what our trough decides to do. Westmoreland, Tennessee.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
North Central. You guys are all right. Nothing going on tonight. Your severe weather should be done for tonight. Could have a little bit of a marginal. Could have a little bit of severe threat tomorrow. You're in a marginal. Also, you could end up being in a slight risk, 2 out of 5 risk, I think, on Wednesday. So tomorrow and Wednesday, you're gonna want to be paying attention. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. We'll see if I stream Wednesday. If it looks bad enough, I'll stream Wednesday. I usually take off Wednesdays, but if we get that slight upgrade and we get a little more instability in the region on Wednesday, then I will be streaming on Wednesday. Yeah, no problem. I need to give me one. Can I be right back? I appreciate the follows, guys. Let me be right back. Be right back. Why is this not going all the way up? Okay, I will be right back. Again, we do have warnings on the bottom screen. You can see counties that these warnings are in. We have 10 active severe thunderstorm warnings. We have 21 active alerts. We've got a Cat 4 hurricane right beneath me. Hurricane Gabrielle. She's a beaut, isn't she? Right out in the Atlantic. And luckily, she is not going to hurt anyone. So that is good. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, guys. Really quick. Really quick. Boop. Here, I'll turn up the music so you can jam a little bit more while I'm gone. It's a good playlist. Okay, we'll take.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Chat, what are we thinking about a Red Bull at 10:20 p.m.? Good or bad idea? I'm back, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Good or bad idea? I think it's a good idea. I see approved. I see no. I say do it up. Oh no, do I have mods disagreeing?
Severe thunderstorm warning
Red Bull has no wrong time. Oh my lord. I'm sorry, but I might have to do it. You know, what's funny is sometimes I know I don't even crave the energy. I crave like the taste and carbonation of drinks. Is Red Bull carbonated? That's a dumb question. It is, right? Yeah. B said no. When in doubt, Red Bull it out. I agree. Kyle said bad idea. Do it, embrace the dark side. I'm torn now. All right, well, before I make that decision, let me make sure we don't have anything too crazy going on here. Let's take a look at our severe thunderstorm. We out here.
New
6 mile per hour winds.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Okay. Okay, nothing too bad. Ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile per hour winds in these severe thunderstorms. So, yeah, our you know, it's not nice weather by any stretch of the imagination. Strong storms, but nothing overly severe. Again, lots of supercells. Lots of supercell potential out here, but not really any strong supercell right now. Watching this one right here. Anytime you have a lot of clear air, did my voice just crack? To the south of a cell, I do worry about that kind of nice inflow starting. Oh my gosh. And you have dry, clean air down to the south. You can really, you know, you can get a little notch, and that's when you can get a little rotation. Let's see it. Let's take a look at the velocity real quick. See how you have a little bit of rotation in here, potentially. That's still the Scott City one. What are these doing up here? What are these bad boys doing? That's got to be bigger than inch hail. If that's only 1 inch radar indicated. Let's take a look at our differential reflectivity. Differential reflectivity, and see if we see anything interesting on here. Some strong storms trying to form out right to the west of Fremont. That cell looks pretty decent, actually, right out here to the west of Fremont. Logan as well. Oof, that's sloppy. Some of these radars don't do this. Don't do this very well. All right, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good right now, guys. We're looking pretty solid. Nothing too bad. How's Omaha? Tons of severe thunderstorm. We've got 4, 5, 6 severe thunderstorm warnings in and around Omaha. Luckily, though, they're all kind of strong thunderstorms. Nothing too severe right now. Now, yes, severe thunderstorm warning. You would consider 60 mile per hour winds, an inch to inch and a half hail severe. But from what we were looking at yesterday and into today, this morning, this right now is kind of best case scenario, because we did see the potential for even like a mini MCS type derecho event today. So yes, tons of strong severe storms here, but nothing that's too scary looking that I'm too concerned is going to go tear down a neighborhood or anything like that. It's just gusty conditions, some small hail. New severe thunderstorm warning out in Iowa. Just some strong thunderstorms moving down south through Jefferson and Grand Junction, Iowa. Again, as we get later into the night, there's a nocturnal threat for tornadoes down here. This does include Tulsa, Bartlesville, if I said that correctly, north central Oklahoma, south central Kansas. This could also include Wichita as well at 5%. You're into the 2%. There's a lot of clean air out here. Our jet's going to be activating out here. So just make sure you have alerts on if you're going to bed out here a little bit early. Concerned about this nocturnal threat out here. And tomorrow, Tulsa could get a double whammy. Tulsa could get a double 5%, unfortunately. Watching that Tor threat tomorrow as well there. How's Chicago for tonight? Chicago should be fine. We've got storms kind of moving out there to the east. We're not expecting much severe weather in Chicago tonight. Some general thunderstorms later on in the night, but looking pretty good. All right. All right. I just got another water. Chat. Swear it's not a Red Bull. Okay, I just got another water. Oh, I should have muted that.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
1 second. I gotta look at something over here near the wall. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Woo, that was a good water. Spicy. I'm in trouble with B. Oh, we see. Wait, my water came into the camera? Oh. Do you need to be alert in Wichita, Kansas? Yes, 100%. You're on the board of that 2 to 5% tonight. There's definitely some good supercell and tornado. I don't want to say good. Some concerning supercell and tornado parameters out there tonight. I'm not overly concerned about anyone out here, but there is potential for a couple strong tornadoes. So, yes, have your alerts on in the Wichita area. Again, you can set your alerts on your phone so that if you get in a tornado warning, it'll wake you up even if your phone's on silent. It won't wake you up for tornado watch or severe thunderstorm warning. They only wake you up if it's a tornado warning or like a flash flood emergency. The bad ones, the real bad ones, guys. Or, catastrophic damage threat, severe thunderstorm.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
How severe will the weather be on Thursday in Georgia? That's interesting. I think our upper level trough that's making its way from west to east is going to be weakening a little bit as it gets out here on Thursday. I expect a little bit of severe weather out in Georgia on Thursday, but I'd have to take a look at the updated models. Fine if you're going to make me do it. Give me 1 second. Fine. Okay, let me see. Yeah, interestingly enough, it looks like we could get some good. I keep saying good. Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, Eastern PA, a little bit of severe threat on Thursday, and then Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Panhandle of Florida, all of you Thursday. I'll show you what I'm looking at right here. This is the Rufus. We'll see if this actually confirms or not, but we will see. But taking a look at this on Thursday, here we go. I mean, the Rufus thinks definitely damaging thunderstorms out here Thursday, and then moving down into the southeast on Thursday. It's also showing a little bit of a concerning look. Let's go back to regional. You can see out here, down here in the southeast. Right there. This kind of interesting, discrete setup. So, we'll see. We shall see. This is another interesting setup. Wednesday night. Not loving this for Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. We'll see. But we got stuff going on tonight. What time are storms in Bartlesville, Oklahoma? All right, fine. You guys making me do this. Okay, here. Let's take a look at the HRRR model. Look, we have models now. We have models now on Weatherwise. I actually like them more on, well, I like them the most on Pivotal, but I like them more on Radar Omega. Here we go. Strongest severe thunderstorms look to really begin moving into Bartlesville. Is that how you say it? I hope I'm saying it right, Bartlesville. Let's see. This would be at around... Oh, man. That late? I don't think it's going to be that late. 4 a.m.? I don't think it's going to be that late. Let me go take a look at... Yeah, let me take a look at Pivotal weather real quick. I don't think it's going to be that late. Look at all these severe thunderstorm warnings around Omaha right now. I don't think it's going to be that. Let me double check. Let me double check timing for you guys. When this stuff could really crank up tonight. We can go to the 12. I guess we'll look at the 2ZHRRR. Why not? Man, the 2ZHRRR sees it. I'll show you guys this. Major supercell in here. This could be 80 plus mile per hour winds, 3-4 inch hail if this thing gets itself together. That's interesting. That'd be around 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I mean, the HRRR is really seeing that severe threat kind of isolated up here for the rest of the night. We can take a look at some of our other models. Keeping some of this to the north. NAM 3K. Tulsa may be spared tonight. We'll see especially with what the HRRR is showing right now. Tulsa might be spared. Who's calling me? I don't have any friends. Oh yeah, Matt. I forgot Matt's my friend. Hey Matt, what's going on?
Hey, are you on stream too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We may have issues with tonight.
Yeah, have you seen the latest HRRR thinking that first of all, this thing has slowed down a little bit.
Very much.
I'm not seeing anything even potentially reaching Tulsa until like 5 a.m.
That's what I was thinking too. I just told Chad, I said I'm about to probably get off and then just get off super early and cover all day because if we have a weaker night tonight, tomorrow's gonna be.
Yeah, the 2Z does see like a really mean supercell setup in north central Oklahoma, south central Kansas at around 1 and 2 a.m. But
Correct, I saw that, but it's gonna also be dependent on those storms. It looks like those storms that are coming off of Liberal are what potentially intensifies those things.
yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Okay.
And models don't know. They don't understand that very well.
Correct, they don't know. And from what I've seen, other than what's going on up in Iowa right now with the wind and hail, the storms that were coming out of like that Cyrus and Midland just look like they're falling apart.
Yeah, I mean, has tons of severe weather, but nothing too significant.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
I agree with you.
What are you doing tonight?
I was gonna stream until like 1 in the morning, but I'm having the same thoughts. I was telling chat right before you called me that I have no friends. Oh wait, no, not that. I was telling them that I did say that. I was telling them that I was telling them I was looking at the HRRR and it looks like a little bit of a downtrend in that we might not even get much severe weather down into really Oklahoma tonight.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
I think maybe is it our trough timing? Because I was mentioning that in the chat too. The trough.
That's what I think. I don't know if I said that to you earlier. I said it in my Discord, but yeah, the low level jet looks like the timing's off. It's off.
Screw over everything else pretty much mostly.
It's behind.
Higher end event.
Yeah, it's behind. So
Interesting.
I saw that trend this morning when I woke up. We had
I
a
noticed it. I was gonna
Yeah.
It's just not there.
Yeah, we had our main jet streak over this area at like 10, 11 p.m. last night, and it's nowhere near. I mean, it's not happening.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fine.
I may call it and just be up at 6 and be ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Big 5% out there in eastern Oklahoma tomorrow, and we don't like.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been
Yeah,
issued.
do you think we do get? Do you think we get that enhanced upgrade? I thought we may get it today, and then today's stuff starts to downturn a little bit.
New information. This severe
Michael, I
thunderstorm
appreciate you.
warning has been updated.
They're waiting for early signs of either get inside of one or more spring, but it's not going to be 100%, I think.
What does CSU think? That's all that matters.
I think they had 5% earlier.
Why do they always?
They haven't done the new one for today
New
yet.
information. This severe
Yeah, I was gonna
thunderstorm
say I'm not
warning has
pulling it
been
up here.
updated.
All right, interesting.
Yeah.
There's also some. I randomly looked
New
ahead.
information. This
Thursday could be
severe
interesting up in the
thunderstorm
Mid-Atlantic
warning
and
has been
potentially down in the
updated.
Southeast too.
I saw that as well.
So, we'll watch that. All right, dude.
Yeah, and watching our tropical waves too, we're seeing models shift that orange wave further west closer to the Carolinas too, which I don't like to see. On top of this evening, GFS is going wild with something in the Caribbean this week. And on top of that, I've seen more ensembles push to landfall this weekend.
Yeah, our 18Z GFS just destroyed everything, but we'll see what our 00Z does. I don't really care too much about the 06 or the 18Z.
Correct. Alright, yeah, I'll be with you tomorrow sometime in New York, so if whenever you get a shot at it, I'll probably be on stream tomorrow most today, so just give me a call.
All right, sounds good. See you.
Alright, sounds good, bud.
Good news. St. Louis throughout the week. Not too bad. Not too bad. St. Louis throughout the week. Here's kind of what we're looking at. Not much tonight. Tomorrow, general thunderstorm warning. Day 3, general thunderstorm warning. Thursday is going to be general thunderstorm warning. Severe wise, not much. Maybe a decent amount of rainfall, but not much of a severe threat. Wichita, if we do see this very, very late night, early morning severe weather, I'm concerned about this region in specific. Based on kind of the latest runs, our low-level jet's behind, which is good. It's running late to the party, and when that happens, you need all of your severe weather parameters kind of to be there for these strong tornadoes, very, very large hail. I think Matt's right. It's and I think it's because it's running behind. I think this. If I were to replace this Tor threat for tonight, I'd probably place it like up here and X out some of this down in Oklahoma. Still have alerts on. You don't know, but it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Tufts has returned. So with any tornado tonight, it would favor a more brief. Yeah, I wouldn't expect any long track tornadoes tonight. Based on, you know what? Let me take another look at the mesoscale analysis. Let me take another look. I know you guys see a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings around Omaha. Don't worry, most of them are just your kind of weak severe thunderstorm warning. 6 mile per hour radar indicated wind, small hail. Let me take a look at a few things here. Violent tornado parameters right now. Looking pretty safe around Omaha. Western Kansas, still some decent ones. SIGTOR, nothing too bad. That's good. Our 850 jet is just weak. I don't know what it's doing. It's weak, which is good though, which is good for us. Very good for us. Supercell composites still look good across Oklahoma, but too far east. That's gonna be tomorrow. That's gonna be tomorrow's issue. Mid-level lapse rates. Yeah, that's the. This is why I'm concerned about this area here. Some good lapse rates here, north central Oklahoma, south central Kansas. If we're gonna get a bad tornado tonight or a really bad storm, Supercell, it's gonna be there probably at around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So with how this is trending, I might get off here. I think I agree with him. Could be a long stream tomorrow, depending on if we get an up or down trend tomorrow. Maybe more likely to be an uptrend at this point. This area though, we're talking it could be 4 or 5 in the morning, guys. Late. I think it's lagging a little bit. I think 4 in the morning Central Time. We could get a strong storm through there, but everyone, thank your 850 millibar jet for not making it to the party in time. That's going to help us avoid some pretty bad weather tonight, I think. Everything needs to align perfectly. How are you on top of the leaderboard? 26 new followers. I appreciate that, guys. What's the storm to the top left? What, this? Are we talking about this? Hurricane Gabrielle, Category 4 hurricane, right out in the Atlantic. See, it's off to right off the coast there. Nice major hurricane out in the Atlantic. But yeah, we're not too concerned. It's moving out into the open ocean. It's likely not going to affect anyone in the States. Didn't know Red Bull made water. They do. I can't believe I just opened that and now I'm like, yeah. Matt called him when he said that. I was like, he's got a point. It's been such a long day for me too. And especially looking at the latest short range runs, I think Omaha dodged a bullet. I think Oklahoma overall tonight may dodge a bullet. Still a little concerned, as I said, north central Oklahoma, south central Kansas tonight. But I think we might dodge a bullet tonight with this severe weather. Again, I think it has to do with our low-level jet being a little bit late. I think Gabrielle would be a Cat 5. What's its winds right now? Max sustained 140, gust at 165, 948 millibar low. Central pressure. It's close. It's close. Needs its wind speeds to increase by about 15 miles per hour, and we'll be there. Sustained. Depending on how much strength it has, who knows? Maybe we get a tropical storm into France. Or into Spain. At this rate, do you think Ponca City, Oklahoma will get a tornado tonight? I'm also trying to watch Matthew. I'm scared. Ponca City, Oklahoma. That's an area I'm concerned about, north central Oklahoma, and that does include Ponca City. Have your weather alerts on. We've seen a downtrend in this severe threat tonight. Again, I think it's an issue with our jet. I think it's an issue with a little bit of rain-cooled air out ahead of our main system here. That's a lot of moisture in the upper atmosphere here. That's kind of creating a little more stability out ahead of our kind of how do I put it? Listen, if your storms, if you're getting strong updrafts out behind here, and you're starting to get a cooled atmosphere out ahead of it, you're probably not going to see as bad a weather tonight. Now, if we had our jet moving through here, that 850 millibar jet moving through here with the correct timing, that probably would have thrown that off, and we'd have a higher chance for some really bad storms tonight. What song is this? What was the last song? The last song was Chirality, CHIRALITY, Chirality by Marvey, MARVEI. This song's called Ophelia by West End Xander. What time for Tulsa? 5 a.m. No concern about anywhere down in Louisiana tonight. Maybe Wednesday. Ty, I appreciate the banana. Yeah, guys, it's been a long day. Seeing a little bit of a downtrend and knowing that I might have to be on I might have to do a long stream tomorrow because of this. Which, like Matt said, we actually could get a 10% tour risk out here, which would be the first one we've had in months. Eastern Oklahoma, a big portion of Arkansas, portions of Missouri, and potentially we get this 2% stretch down in the Dallas-Fort Worth region. I'll probably hop off. I got to be up early anyways. I'm going to wake up at 5:30 and I'm going to post another video. So, yeah, if you follow, you'll see me post. I'll post a video before 8 or 8:30 tomorrow with all the updates you need to see. If you want to join the Discord, just add me on Discord. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Add me on Discord. I'll add you to the Discord. It's awesome. Lots of weather enthusiasts in there. Lots of awesome information in the Discord. It's a cool Discord, so you can jump in there. It's free now. It won't be free forever. Yeah, I post every day. I stream almost every day as well. Appreciate you guys being in here. I appreciate you, mods. Again, I just want to reiterate. South Central Kansas, North Central Oklahoma. Did they just shift this 5% while we were talking? No, that's been it. Watching here tonight, it's gonna be late, 4 or 5 a.m. So make sure you have your weather alerts on. You can turn them on your phone. Other than that, we've seen a downtrend in the severe weather. Not too concerned about. I know we have a ton of severe thunderstorms up here, eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. None of these are expected to go too considerable. There'll be a little bit of there'll be nice thunderstorms to fall asleep to. That's what I think.
Has been issued.
But overall, we're looking pretty good. It's good. As much as I like severe weather, I also like to see a downtrend like this because I don't like the thought of millions of people going to sleep not worrying about a tornado going over their head. That's not a good time. So I will be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow will be interesting. Do we get our first 10% in over 3 months? That would be concerning. But I will be on and I'll be posting a video in the morning, letting you know if I think we're gonna get that 10% or letting you know if we already did. So you guys are awesome. Everyone have a great night. Stay safe. Have alerts on. We are entering fall severe season. We're gonna get more severe weather over the next few months. Tropics are heating up, obviously, a little bit here. And if you're wondering when the next burst of cold air is, October 2nd, October 3rd, we may have a big amplified trough bringing in some very fall, wintry-like cold air very far south. October 3rd, October 4th. We're going to watch that. I'll talk about that in my video tomorrow as well. All right, everyone. Everyone, have a good night. You guys are awesome. Mods are the best. Peace.